my name is Sakshi Singrakar. I'm a career branding coach and I help working professionals to build their brand on LinkedIn and achieve best of the opportunities available. It took me 1.5 years to make 1 crore. Before that, I was earning zero. Okay, and this came to me in the next 2.5 years. So total, it took me 4 years to achieve 10 crore mark. And as I said, I was earning zero before that. So if I can do, you too definitely can. So what worked for me were just two simple things. One, I surrendered to my coach. I followed everything to a T that worked for me. And the bigger thing than that was being in the right association. So if you be with people who are better than you, growing, who have bigger goals, and you are just inspired to follow their path, everything is taken care of. So I was just so inspired to look at people who are doing way bigger numbers than me, and I just followed them, and this happened.
A very, very warm welcome to all of you. Siddharth Rajshek here, speaking to you live from my home office here in Chennai. If all of you can hear me and see me, just type which cities are you from. Good to have you here on time, before time. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can take your knowledge, how you can help more people with the knowledge that you have and build a knowledge business. So type in the chat box if you're brand new, if you're here, which city are you from? Yes, we have folks from Telangana, from Kochi, from Agra, from Bangalore, from Mumbai, from Kolkata, Jamnagar, Gujarat. We have Trichy, Delhi in the room, Noida in the room, Meerut in the room, Chennai in the room, Rajamudri, Mysore, Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, Patiala, Andhra, Nagpur, Lucknow, Punjab. Fantastic. Good to have all of you here on a beautiful morning like this. This is going to be a power-packed 90 minutes. In the next 90 minutes, I want to help you take your knowledge and make it into business. But quick question, how many of you here truly want to help more people with the expertise that you have? Type me in the chat box. Because that is the prerequisite for this particular webinar. Okay? Money or making money is only the byproduct of helping other people. And if you're here with the intention of helping others with your knowledge, you're at the right place at the right time, and I'll give you the right strategy for that. But if you're here to make some quick money, quick bucks, or you're thinking it's getting rich quick stuff, you can leave this webinar and you can go to other places and learn, and that does not really exist. It's all about adding value to people's lives, okay? So fantastic, good to have all of you here. So welcome to this webinar. This webinar is, this masterclass is titled AI Coach Launchpad, okay? So I'm going to teach you how you can create and sell courses like hot pizzas, like hot selling pizzas, using the power of AI, and also picking a topic that you love to teach. And also I have a process on help you discover that, because we have sold our courses in the last few years to more than 30,000 experts. We have more than 30,000 premium members, and we've done this without any office and only 6 employees working for us. And we have done over 70 crores in revenues in a digital coaching business. And in the year 2021, I got the Digital Coach of the Year award by Entrepreneur Magazine, wrote an international bestseller called You Can Coach, where I featured top authors like Jack Canfield, Dr. D. Martini, Blair Singer, and many others. And also wrote 3 other books after that, I Can Coach series, which has the stories of transformation of many of my successful students. And we have over 7,000 ratings on Trustpilot at 5-star, which is really hard to get, okay? Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you is what I'm going to reveal to you here today is proven. Okay, all of you just type the word proven in the chat box. It's proven concepts, and even if you're brand new and you're starting off today and you have no clue about teaching, training, coaching, or anything like that, I'm going to help you go from scratch to getting you up to speed to launching really powerful courses in the form of video courses, live training, and live coaching that you can do, and you can monetize that. Okay, so all of you type the word proven in the chat box. It's a proven system which not only has worked for me, but some of the top coaches and trainers in the country are my students. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to straight away, I'm not here to waste your time, I'm going to get into the proof of concept. So the proof of concept is this, just to let you know that we have built a community of more than 30,000 people in the last 5 years. My top 100 students have collectively generated more than 282 crores in revenues. These are only the top 100 students of mine that I've been able to audit. The unaudited numbers are way beyond that. And as of today, we have given more than 15 10 crore champion awards to coaches who have crossed 10 crores in this business, 151 crore champion, and 400 plus 6-figure earners. And this is what we've been able to document. There are many undocumented, many people don't come and share their numbers, but this is what we've been able to give out. And many of India's top coaches are using the model what I'm going to teach you today. And it is a very simple model. And as I mentioned, our top 100 students, they generate over 20 crores a month in revenues. And we've done over 70 CR without any sales team, with a 100% virtual team. Now, the benefits of doing this kind of a business, I'm going to get straight into it, is number one is you can build a business from anywhere. Okay, now how many of you here would like to build a business from anywhere in the world? Just type me in the chat box. How many of you here would like to spend more time with your family? Type me in the chat box. How many of you would like to impact more people? You want to have more profits and launch a profitable business with low overheads, and also attract customers from all over the world, where eventually you can automate and delegate and systemize using virtual teams. If you have all of this, just type me in the chat box if you really want this, because this is the only business model in the world where you can fulfill all these criteria. Okay, because a digital product like a course or a coaching or whatever you're going to be teaching, right? You don't need any big office. You don't need to have big infrastructure costs. All you need is a laptop, an internet connection, your brains, a willingness to serve others, and also a sensible business model to make it work. And in today's masterclass, in the next 90 minutes, I'm going to decode all of that without beating around the bush, straight to the point. Okay. Now, in order for you to get the best value from this masterclass, can I share with you 3 pointers? Type yes in the chat box. I'm going to give you 3 pointers and 3 tips on how you can get the best value from this masterclass. Okay. First is this is going to go on for around 90 minutes. So if you want to get the best value, the way I've designed this masterclass is it goes one step to the next step. So I want you to stay till the end. So if you're going to stay till the end, type TTE in the chat box, till the end. Because if you're just going to, learn this for like 5-10 minutes and leave, then might as well you leave right now itself, because even one idea from this particular masterclass has the potential to change your life and change your game. Because I watched a webinar like this many years ago by one of my other mentors, and by implementing a system, we've built a community of 30,000 plus people. So even one idea from today has the potential to change your life if you implement that knowledge. Okay, so please stay till the end. Second, if you have your notepad, pen and paper ready, type ready in the chat box. If not, I'll give you 5-10 seconds. Quickly go and grab a notepad, pen and paper. If you want to take notes on your phone, digital notes, just start taking notes on your phone. Again, because these ideas, you just need to pick up 1 or 2 ideas for you to make this work. Okay? Excellent. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. And the third point, can I have a commitment from you that you will implement this knowledge when you leave this webinar? Type 100% in the chat box. Because there's no point spending 90 minutes with me and not taking action on the knowledge. Just wasted 90 minutes of your time, like maybe watching a movie or something. This is not like a movie. I want you to be an implementer of this knowledge so that you can go out there, make a difference to others, and take those baby steps even if you're brand new starting off on this. Okay? Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So before I start, I just want to, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. And I will do the best in my power to give you the best value of your time. And if you are happy to be here, give me a smiley in the chat box, because it's all about energy exchange and I want to see that energy coming from you. And if you're happy and when you are able to be in that positive mindset, you are in that mindset to grow, everything will start to move forward. Okay? You may be going through different situations in your life, but I'm here to tell you, as a person who has been through all kinds of tough times in my journey of the last more than 10 years, trying to figure this out. And I know I've been in situations where as a family, we've not had money to buy food for the family. We've been in situations where I was, not able to grow my business, and we're able to come out of all of this because of the power of community. So I just want to tell you that I've got your back on this, and you're going to be a part of an amazing community of lifelong learners that I'll talk about towards the end. And it's a very simple system for you to get started today. Okay? Thank you so much. So I'll tell you what is my intention what's the goal? Why are you here? Okay? So I'll tell you what is my goal, and then I want you to share what is your goal. So for me, the first important thing is I would like to inspire you to build a business from anywhere in the world. So the first word is freedom. Okay. The second word is service. I would like to help you to help more people, because today there are so many people who are facing all kinds of problems, and as a coach, as a mentor, as a trainer, we'll be able to help others solve their problems. And number 3 is family. And the reason I run a business like this, because I want to spend more time with my spouse, with my wife and my kids. And these are my top 3 values: freedom, family, and service. So if you resonate with these 3 values, just type FFS in the chat box. These are my top 3 values in life: freedom, family, and service. And in case you are somebody who is not having these values, meaning if you feel that these are not your top values, my suggestion is that you can go to other places and learn. Okay, for me, I would like to teach people who match my value system, and I think that is more important in a mentor-student relationship. Is there has to be a match in value system more than just the knowledge and the tactical knowledge. That's anyway you're going to be getting it on YouTube and other places. Okay, so only if you're able to resonate with my value system, just type FFS in the chat box. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for that, and I want to make sure that everything is tied to this being the goal. Like if you can make 3 lakhs per month, 4 lakhs per month, 5 lakhs per month, 10 lakhs per month in the knowledge business the next few months and years, how can you keep this as your primary focus? How can you build a business where you have more freedom for yourself? How can you serve more people and help them get results? Number 3 is how you can do this for your family and for your near and dear ones. Okay, so that's the reason I'm doing this particular webinar. For this to be achieved, you need to follow a system. Okay, so all if you just type the word system in the chat box. The system that you're going to be learning in today's webinar comprises of 3 parts. The first part is, how do you find your niche and your topic that will be profitable? there are many topics that are there. There could be some topics that you love, but I'm also going to be sharing with you how do you choose a topic that somebody would like to buy a product from you. Okay. The second part is I'll be teaching you how to launch digital products. There's a whole launch process and how do you structure a business plan, and I will do the entire business planning activity in today's webinar itself. And number three is I'll also be sharing with you something called as my video money funnel on how I get autopilot sales and attract students using automation and automated webinars, and also how we use AI to really bring about that fast hooks. And there are different things that you can do in AI to accelerate your launch process. Okay. So if all of you are clear on this, just type NPS in the chat box. Once you are able to find your niche, once you're able to build digital products, and once you're able to get autopilot sales, you can make this into an automated business. And all I need from you is like a full focus. You can launch in 30 days if you put your mind to it. But maximum, let's say if you're in a job or if you're in a business or you're doing other things, you can still launch. If you can dedicate 60 minutes per day or 90 minutes per day, you can launch within 90 days. So the purpose of this webinar is to give you absolute clarity so that you can launch your knowledge business in the next within the next 90 days. Now, if you see in the last, before I just want to share one of our members shared this. Okay, in the beginning I was a little skeptical if I would really get help from this webinar. Okay, Kajal message she posted on our forum. After almost 3 months, I realized that I've actually wasted my time looking at other places, as this community, which I'll be talking about later, has everything in a systematic way. Okay, so those of you who are brand new over here, just stay till the end of the webinar. The entire picture will get revealed, because right now if you see, the mobile learning industry is experiencing massive growth. And if you see, according to Forbes, the e-learning industry is going to become a $325 billion industry, the launch of this economy. And this is going to become a $1 trillion in economy by the year 2032, according to GM Insights. Now the question is, how many of you here want a small piece of this $1 trillion industry? Just type TIFM in the chat box. This is for me. Thank you. Because we are barely scratching the surface. Okay, we are just beginning right now. And if you look at India as a population, we are like billions of over 1 billion people in our country. And there are people who are teaching in all languages. I have students who are teaching in Marathi, in Telugu, in Tamil, in Hindi, in Gujarati, in other languages. And they are doing really, really well because of this. Okay, so back to this. The industry is booming. And because we have the proof of concept already ready for you, I'm going to be sharing with you a very simple system to get started. Okay, now the system, if you want to really make this work, I'm going to be sharing my mind map and telling you that what will be your journey to achieve 1 crore in this. Okay, so all of you type 1 CR in the chat box. If you have to achieve 1 crore in the next, say, 2 to 3 years in this particular business model, what should you be focusing on? Now, the journey to 1 crore, there are 3 stages. The first stage is what I call as the planning stage. And to plan your entire system, you just need 7 days. So if you start today, and if you follow the steps I'm going to give you, again using AI and ChatGPT, which I'll be showing you on screen, you'll be able to plan your topic, your curriculum, and your go-to-market strategy. You'll be able to do all of this, okay? And the second step is launch stage. The launch stage will take you 90 days. You can do it in 30 days if you are on the fast track and if you have the fire to really launch it. And for this, I have something called as a hackathon that I do in my premium community. So every 3 months, I do a session where I teach for 1 hour and I make people implement in 1 hour, where I am guiding people step by step to implement this knowledge, where within 90 days, they have a ready-made product to sell to the world, and they're already marketing their product organically without spending any money on ads or anything else in the beginning stage. Okay, so the second stage is the launch stage. And the third stage is the earning stage. So the earning stage will take you anywhere between 3 months. So 3 months is the time for you to launch. From 3 months to 3 years, that is the time it's going to be taking for you to go from scratch to making your first 1 crore. Okay, so can I share with you some proof of concept or some case studies of students who have been able to achieve this? Type yes in the chat box. Okay, I'm going to share a case study. One of my students, her name is Nalini, and she is a baby brain coach. She only helps people in the space of, in the parenting space, in the early childhood space. Okay, and this is what she was able to achieve within a span of 1.5 years. Check this out.
I was able to build a community of 2,000 plus parents and have earned over 1 crore in the past 1.5 years. The one thing that helped me the most is the focus and clarity.
Okay. So all of you type the word focus and clarity. Just type the word focus in the chat box. So Nalini is a baby brain coach and she has 2,000 members in the last 1.5 years. And by just focusing on the system and not getting distracted by all the shiny objects in the online space, she was able to really take this forward and move forward. Another example I want to share with you is Harsh. Okay. Now Harsh used to be working in a top MNC company and only recently he quit. But while still he was in his job, uh, in a high-paying, high-level position, he loved playing flute. Okay, so he was teaching flute uh, offline, then he brought it online, and after coming through this particular process that you're going to be learning, after implementing my system, Harsh was able to build a community of 2,500 learners within 2 years' time, and all online flute learners. Check this out.
Hi, my name is Harsh Dave. I'm a flute melody expert. I help people learn flute. And I have been able to generate more than 1 crore of revenue in the last 2 years. And I have more than 2,500 learners in my community. And the system has helped me not only organize my knowledge, but also monetize it in the most efficient way. So thank you so much and wish you the best. Please make the most of this structure.
Okay, all of you type the word structure in the chat box. So when you have focus and then when you have structure, so what do I mean by structure is I'm going to give you a recipe in today's webinar. You follow this, you implement this, you implement this. I'm going to give you like the steps to implement. And if you follow the right structure, you'll get the right output. Like I always give this example, right? The pizza millionaire strategy. If you want to make a pizza, and if I give you 6 steps to make a pizza, if you change the order of the steps, will you get a pizza? Yes or no? Type in the chat box. If you change the order of the recipe, you will not get any pizza. You'll get khichdi or something else, right? So the same applies even in a knowledge business. Because of the structure that I'm going to give you, that's going to help you make progress much faster than trying to figure out on your own. Okay, I'll share one more case study of one of my students, and then we will get into the actual system and the structure of this. Okay, so I want to share a case study of Vishal. He is from the health space, and he teaches naturopathy. So he used to be having a clinic in Agra where he used to only charge 50 rupees or 100 rupees per consultation and stuff like that. Okay, and from there he was able to take it to over 10 crores following my system. Okay, all of you just had the word crazy in the chat box. It's a crazy case study, and it took him around 3 years to actually do this. And at the time of him recording this video, he had already crossed 8.5 crores. But just check this out. Okay?
I was able to create a community of 6,000 active members, and in the last 4.5 years, the revenue that I have generated is around 8.5 crore rupees. The one thing that has helped me immensely be the power of collaboration. Because when you be with the like-minded people, you are able to grow immensely and give more value to your community members. I love to be in the energies of all the members that I am associated with, and that is the biggest lesson that I have learned.
Yeah. So all of you just type the word collaboration in the chat box. That is another important word, because when you come into my community that I'll talk about towards the end, you'll be able to get the energy, you'll be able to be a part of an environment that is helping you grow, and you'll be able to collaborate with other members. So he did a lot of alliances and partnerships with other members in our community, and that really helped him make progress much faster. And he's done over 10 CR in this particular business. So now that I've shared this with you, I want to share with you the obstacles in this business. Because it's easy to think that, okay, it's all good and it's all good, many people are making good money and all of that. But is it okay if I can tell you the flip side of the coin? Type yes in the chat box. Can I tell you the other side, why people fail in this business? Why people are not able to be successful in this business? Why most people, they start with excitement, but they don't really end up getting any result. Okay? Why does that happen? I want to share with you the mindset behind it, and I want you to overcome that mindset right from the beginning itself. Okay? So the first common problem that people face is that they do not know where to start, or they have too many starting points. They don't follow one system, one mentor, one process that is proven. So what happens is they take bits and pieces of information from everywhere, and then they try to put it all together, and it does not really work. So they're not following one recipe. Second is a lot of them are overloaded with information. There's so much of information. They attend webinar after webinar after webinar after webinar, seminar, and they take a lot of notes. They get high on knowledge, low on implementation, and total overload in information. Okay. Number 3 is a lot of them are not able to design digital products the right way. They do not know how to create a product that can sell like hotcakes. And that is again the topic for this masterclass. I'm going to teach you exactly how do you make it monetizable. Okay, and some of them are having that skills, issue, like they can't record video, they don't have the experience, they can't face the camera, and that's something that can be built over time. Okay, number 4 is a lot of them do not have technology skills like building systems and managing systems, and it's actually very easy when you come into the process. A lot of them are implementing the wrong way. Like again, they take bits and pieces of information from everywhere, but they're trying to figure it out, and they're struggling, and they are not getting any result at all. And number 6 is they're not able to get sales. They're good with the knowledge, but they are not good in selling their knowledge. So how many of you are facing 1 or 6 of these problems? Okay, how many of these problems are you facing? Type that number in the chat box. If you're facing 6 problems, type 6. If you're facing 2 or 3 out of those problems, you can just type that number in the chat box. Okay, so Lakshmi is saying 5 problems, Irfan is saying 2 problems, Sugeesh 6, VP saying 5, Praveen 4, Hema 1. So lesser the number, the better, yeah. But most of you I can see are in the range of 3 to 6. Okay, so now the question is, how do you overcome this challenge? How do you overcome this? So can I share with you how I went, like what did I, because I was going through all these problems in my, when I was starting this journey back in 2018, 2019. I mean, I actually started my journey in 2011, but from 2018 onwards, I started to take this more seriously. Is it okay if I can tell you how I overcame this journey myself? Type yes in the chat box. So I'll just tell you a little bit about how I started on this journey. Okay, so I'm a college dropout. I'm a musician turned digital geek. I don't have a degree next to my name. Okay, I got into digital marketing in the year 2011 when I started my own digital marketing agency. And then I ran the agency for many years. And some of you may or may not know this, but I got to work with some of the biggest names in the coaching industry, like, let me share my screen, like Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, how many of you heard about Robert Kiyosaki? Just type RD in the chat box. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Rich Dad. Okay. So when I was running my agency, I ran many of his global campaigns. Then I got to work with Jack Canfield, the author of the book Success Principles. And then also Tony Robbins, his Unleash the Power Within event that used to happen in London. For 3 consecutive years, we did the lead generation campaigns for that. So I've done a lot of agency work and campaign work as a digital marketer, supporting these big, leaders in the industry. And then I got into training and speaking. I've shared this stage with Dr. John DeMartini, who was featured in the movie The Secret, as well as Brian Tracy. So this was all good. This was happening back in 2017, 2018. But the turning point of my life was in 2018. Because during this phase, when I was running my agency, I was going through a lot of challenges in my business because I had 35 employees working for me. I had 35 clients I had to cater to. And after paying taxes, after paying tools, after paying my teams, after paying everything, when I would go back home, I would not have money for myself. Okay? When I would take my wife out for a dinner, I would go into the restaurant, I would open the menu card, I would see on the right side, and whichever was the cheapest item, I would buy that. Okay? And it was a very pathetic situation to be in. Now, how many of you are in a situation right now where you have the intention, you have the knowledge, you have all the skills, but it is not reflecting in your bank account? How many of you are in that situation? Type me in the chat box and be honest about it. And I'll tell you, I was in that situation for at least 2-3 years. Okay? Because we had so many overheads in the business. And then in 2018, I decided, okay, this enough is enough. I need to really now get money for the family. I need to have the profitability and cash flow in my business. So I transitioned from my agency business to a digital coaching business. Okay? And then what happened is, through this journey, there were 3 principles that helped me overcome this. Within 6 months, I was able to take my income from 60-70,000 per month to crossing 10-15 lakhs per month. And it's never come down since then. Again, disclaimer, these results are not typical. It requires focused work and dedication. Okay. Now, the first part of the strategy I want to share with you is the mindset part. Can I share with you the 3 mindset principles that help me get this financial result for myself and my family? Just type BIO in the chat box. Let's bring it on. Because when you understand how the mind works, and then you apply the strategies with a strong mindset, you will be able to get results much faster. Okay. Now, the first principle that I implemented is focus. All of you type the word focus in the chat box. My mentor told me that focus is your most valuable asset. Even in this webinar, there are some of you who may not be so focused. So bring your focus back over here. And there are some of you who are taking a lot of notes and you're fully focused and absorbing every word that I'm speaking. So to the extent that you focus, to that extent you'll get results. So your most valuable asset is focus. And I'll tell you how I practically implemented focus into my business. Number one is I stopped watching YouTube videos. I stopped watching Netflix. I deleted all social media apps from my phone. Even right now, if you see on my phone, I only have 4 applications on my phone. I don't have social media on my phone. And I've removed all notifications from my phone. Because when you create more than you consume, you'll get rich. Most people today are consumers of information. They're not creators of strategies and content and everything else. Okay. So how many of you this was a bulb on moment? Type BO in the chat box. When you create more than you consume, you will get rich. That's the first principle. So even just today itself, when we finish this webinar, I want all of you to look at all your distractions. Remove all the pop-ups from your mobile phone, delete all the social media apps, and if I have to do anything on social media, I go online, I make the post and I come out of it. I don't want to get sucked into it. Okay. So that's where my productivity started to increase. And then I started to follow just one mentor, one system for 90 days. Okay. Instead of consuming all kinds of courses. Because a lot of people like to start things, but they don't take it to the finish line. Okay. So that's the first principle. The second principle that helped me bounce back is systems work, people fail. All of you just type SWPF. Systems work, people fail. I want every single one of you to type that in the chat box. And I want you to also note this in your notepads, okay? I was failing again and again and again and again for many years, for at least 3 years, because I was not following a proper proven system. Back to the same analogy that, taking bits and pieces of everywhere, pizza, 3, 4, 6 steps to make a pizza, but not following the recipe, okay? And that changed the game. So in 90 days, I was able to turn my life around, because if my mentor would tell me to stand on one leg and send an email, I would just blindly do that. I completely surrendered to the system, okay? Surrendered to the process. And the third principle that helped me bounce back was investing in my own growth. My mentor told me this. He said that don't be cheap on your journey towards greatness. Okay? Is that a bulb on? Just type bulb BO in the chat box once again. Don't be cheap on your journey towards greatness. If you want to be great at your craft, if you want to be great at whatever you teach, you got to go through that learning journey. I invested in my knowledge and tools and everything else. Before, I used to be cheap. I used to download cracked software, torrent courses, look for all the shortcuts, all the free stuff. And then I realized that when there's a value exchange, will it create value in my life? What goes around comes around. You treat this like a business, it'll treat you back like a business. You treat this like a hobby, it'll treat you back like a hobby. You treat this like some kind of a time pass, it'll treat you back like the same way. How many of you here would agree with me that what goes around comes around? You want to call it karma, Newton's second law, whatever you want to call it, yeah. If you believe in that, just type yes in the chat box. So to the extent that you invest in your own growth, you will grow. You don't have a business, you are the business. Your business will grow to the extent that you grow. And that is why I went on this continuous learning journey, and I kept investing in my knowledge, and that helped me achieve these results. Okay. So now that I've set the foundation, do you feel that you have a strong foundation in the last 30 minutes? Yes, type yes in the chat box. You've just completed 30 minutes in this webinar, and I wanted this 30 minutes to set the foundation strong. Then we'll go into the strategies. We have another 60 minutes to go. Okay. Thank you so much. So now what I want to share with you is the reason why I'm doing this particular webinar. I just want to open my heart and share this with you before you go into the actual strategy. And I want to take you back to the year 1991. Okay. So this was when I was 8 years old. I came back one day from school, and this is my grandpa. I loved him. I still love him a lot. And I came back. It was one of the defining moments of my life. He was sitting in the hall. I studied in Bangalore. And then I asked my grandpa the question. I asked him, Tata, why should I go to school? I come from a typical Tambram South Indian family. And I asked him, why should I go to school? And my grandpa, he used to work for the British back in the day, and he comes from a large family of 7 brothers, 5 sisters, joint family. And I grew up in a joint family till my 7th standard. And I asked him this question, why should I go to school? My grandpa looked into my eyes, he held my hands, and he said something that, when I look at it right now, he has changed my life. Okay. Do you want to know what he said? Ask me what in the chat box. What did he say? I'll tell you what he said. He told me this. He said, never let schooling interfere with your education. He was quoting Mark Twain. He said, whether you're inside school or outside school, keep learning, keep learning, keep learning, keep growing. And then when I flunked my 12th, I scored 28% my maths board exams, and then I did my sound engineering, and then started my agency, and today I'm doing this. Every single thing that I've learned from mentors or implementers. I did not learn in the formal education system because I'm a product of the broken education system. So the reason why I'm doing this webinar is because I'm on a mission to redefine our broken education system by helping at least 1 million people, and including you, to become a digital mentor, a digital coach, so that together we can redefine our broken education system. How many of you are with me on this vision and this bigger mission? Just type WU in the chat box. Because the only way to fix our broken education system is by creating a new breed of teachers and leaders, mentors or implementers. I grew because I surrendered to my mentors and I followed their process. Okay, my students are getting results because they are following the system. And I would like to inspire you to be that mentor to others so that we can collectively create this progress and prosperity in our society. Okay. For me, that's the reason why I'm doing this webinar. How to launch, how to make 3 lakhs per month, all of that is just a hook to get you into this webinar. But ultimately, I want to work with people who have the right intentions of building a knowledge business. How many of you are able to resonate with this vision? Just type the word vision in the chat box. If you have a bigger vision for yourself, for your family, and for society, then this webinar is for you. If you're looking for making money fast, getting rich quick, you want the quick strategy to make some quick money, my recommendation to you is to leave this webinar. I don't want to work with people who can't see beyond themselves. Okay, because what I've observed is people who are massive change makers in our community are the ones who have a very contributing mindset and a service oriented mindset. Okay, and I want to share now this strategy. Okay, now the first person I would like to introduce you to is one of my students. Her name is Dinaz, and she did around she used to run many gyms and stuff like that. And again, she crossed 10 crores and 9,500 students she has in her community. Shruti Chaudhary, typical software engineer from Bangalore working for Cisco, did her image consulting, 9.5 crores as a coach she's achieved. Another example is Riddhi. She's a mother. She teaches mothers in the parenting coach. She's impacting 4,000 moms. Mudit Saxena, he used to be a global CXO working in Dubai. Now he's teaching CXOs and helping CXOs. He's done over 2 crores following my system. Shweta Samota is a book author coach. She's impacting 4,000 authors. John C is a leadership coach only for introverts, and he crosses 1 crore following my system. Pallavi is a celebrity MC, and she again goes from 0 to 1 crore within 16 months of following my system. Now, why am I sharing this with you is irrespective of what your background is. If you are able to have the service mindset and the coachable mindset where you're willing to learn and absorb new things really fast, this webinar is going to be working for you like magic. So how many of you are having the mindset right now of a lifelong learner? Just type LLL in the chat box. Yeah, because what I'm going to teach you from this moment for the next 60 minutes, you cannot get this in a formal education system. You can't get it in any school or any college. Why? Because it is continuously changing. You have to learn it from people who are doing this, okay, who's implementing this knowledge. So I want you to set that mindset from this moment that you will be a lifelong learner, and that's the only way to succeed and grow, especially in a fast-paced digital age that we're living in right now. Okay? So now can I reveal to you the system? Type BIO in the chat box. Let's bring it on. Okay, now we're going to get into the actual system knowledge, and there are 3 parts to the system. Okay, so the first part is I'm going to be helping you find your topic, your niche finalization. Okay, the second part of the system is creating a business plan around digital products, and the third part is the autopilot sales. Okay, so let's go to niche finalization. When it comes to niche finalization, it's a 4-step process. The first step is you need to pick one problem that you want to solve in this world. And as humans, we have 6 problems: business problem, money problem, career problem, health problem, relationship problem, or a creativity problem. Okay. Once you pick the problem, then you got to pick one market that you want to serve. Do you want to serve only students, or only entrepreneurs, or only working professionals, or only women, or only mothers? Once you decide what is your target market. And number 3 is you need to just pick one method to solve that particular problem. Now, I'm going to give you 3 examples, and you tell me which example is better, okay? Example 1. Hi, I'm Siddharth Rajshekar. I'm a business coach, and I can help you grow your business. Option 2. Hi, I'm Siddharth Rajshekhar. I'm a sales specialist and I can help you increase your sales in your business. Option 3. Hi, I'm Siddharth Rajshekhar. I'm a video sales specialist. I can help you increase your sales using the power of videos. Which one is better and why? Option 1, option 2, or option 3? Which one is better? Type in the chat box. Yeah? The Lakshmi is saying option 3. Shekhar is saying option 3. Vinod is saying option 3. Pratima is saying option 3. A lot of you are saying option 3. Why is option 3 better than option 1 and option 2? It's not that option 1 and option 2 is not good, but why is it better? Yes, because it is more specific. And the word I want to share with you is specialist. All of you type the word specialist in the chat box. When you position yourself as a specialist, you can make more money in this business. In fact, I want to share with you an example of one of my students. So she's been in the health coaching space for some time, but she only works with women above age 40 and only health for women using nutrition, and she has a particular way, okay? And this is what she was able to achieve. Check this out.
I was able to build a community of 4,000 women and generate 4 crores in revenue. Few of the many things that helped me: automation, the community building process, as well as building a business on strong values, principles, and ethics.
Yeah. So all of you just type the word ethics in the chat box. That's very, very, very important, okay? She was able to build a community of 4,000 women built on ethics and values. And more importantly is because she was focusing on one problem, only the health problem, one market, and one method. And she made it into her mission. So when she speaks, she says, I'm on a mission to help women above age 40 to live a longer and healthier life following my health process, whatever. She's got her own methodology and a process. Okay. So for this, I've designed a tool, okay, to help you crack this code. So can I share that tool with you, and can I show you practically live in this particular webinar how within 5 minutes we'll be able to crack the code? All of you can just type BIO in the chat box. Let's bring it on. In 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how we can get all of this. One mission, one method, one market, one process. Okay. So let me share my screen, and this is going to blow your minds away. And those of you who stay till the end of this webinar, as my gift to you, I'm going to give you access to this tool as well, which you can use for free. Now, this is the tool, and there's a video also explaining this tool, but I'm going to just go through this step by step. Number 1 is I'm going to be entering my name, okay, my full name. So the second question is, what problem do you want to solve, Siddharth Rajshekhar? So business, career, health, money. Let's say I want to solve, in this case, let's say a health problem. Okay. Now, since you said you want to solve a health problem, which segment do you want to work on? For example, sales is a segment under business, diabetes is a segment under health, day trading is a segment under money, marriage is a segment under relationships. So all of you type the word subtopic in the chat box. All of you type subtopic. At this point, you need to enter a subtopic over here. So under health, a subtopic could be, for example, I want to help people improve their stamina. Okay. So if I'm only going to be helping people in stamina building, now let's look at the next area. Okay. Stamina is a pretty awesome area to work on. What method or tool will you use to solve the problem? For example, power yoga is a method for weight loss. Technical analysis is a method for stock trading. EFT is a tool to solve relationship issues. So can you give me some examples in the chat box? What all can we use as a method to improve somebody's stamina? Tell me all the different ways can we help improve stamina. Give me some ideas. What method can we use? Nutrition, exercise, running, swimming, walking, okay, yoga, lifestyle. So in this case, I'm going to use the word running, okay? So I'm going to help people improve their stamina through running. And let's go to the next part. Now, who do you think is your ideal micro target market? Be very specific. Entrepreneurs or working professionals or women or new couples, or you want to work only with high school students or only sports experts, sports professionals. So in this case, let me say I want to work only with entrepreneurs. Okay. Entrepreneurs. So now entrepreneurs is my target market. I could choose any market, but I'm going to choose entrepreneurs in this case. Now, this is my one-line positioning. It's saying super stuff, Siddharth Rajshekar. Do you think running stamina for entrepreneurs is your micro niche? It may not be 100% perfect. Let's refine it. Okay. So I'm going to call it stamina building through running for entrepreneurs. So suppose I'm in an elevator and if somebody asks me, who I don't know, like, hey, what do you do? I'm a stamina building coach. I help, okay, this is like a 15-second elevator pitch, right? I do stamina building through running for entrepreneurs. Now, do you think that is a very fast way for people to get what you do? Type yes in the chat box. If somebody asks you, what do you do? I help entrepreneurs build their stamina through running. That's it. Okay. This is the first way to get clarity in your niche positioning. Okay. Now, the next thing is what end goal you want entrepreneurs to achieve through your running program. There are different words, growth, vitality, speed, longevity, love, intimacy, wealth. So what word do you think we can use for entrepreneurs? Type in the chat box. I want you to participate with me on this. What can we do to improve? What would entrepreneurs look for as a goal? What do they want to achieve by improving their stamina? They want to grow in their business. What else? They want to improve their health. They want to be more independent. They want to become more fit and agile. Okay. So let's use the word, let's improve they're looking to grow themselves so that they can grow their business. Okay. So let's use the word, we want them to have more energy. Okay. We want them to have energy to grow their business. Okay. So I'm going to use single word over here. And then what is the one word you want to own in your micro niche? For example, I use the word freedom everywhere. Freedom business model, freedom startup challenge. I use the freedom. So let's say we want to use the word impact. Okay, let's use the word impact. That we want to own that word. So we want every entrepreneur to create an impact in this world by helping them improve their energy, by improving their stamina. Okay, so we're going to make that as a story. So if you had to build a community around this, what word would we use? So let's say we use the word club over here. Let's create the word club. And now here's the mission statement and tell me how does this sound, okay? Hi, I'm Siddharth Rajshekar. I'm on a mission to help 100,000 entrepreneurs achieve energy using running, and I'm the founder of the Impact Health Club. How does that sound? Type awesome in the chat box. Okay? Now this is just the first version of the tool, okay? I'm going to give you this tool towards the end if you stay till the end of this webinar. Next is on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it say 9 out of 10. And now let's come to the second part of the tool, which is let's find some really good names for the basic level course. So the basic course for entrepreneurs, let's give them the formula. The first level course could be running energy formula. That sounds pretty good. I'm going to use the running energy formula. Okay. And then the second level course, which can be more like an implementation, we will put them through a challenge. And let's call it like the Stamina Health Challenge. See, ideally when you're creating courses, if you want to create these high selling courses, like you want to sell courses like hotcakes, like pizza, right? The name of the course should be very attractive. And for that, you need to have 3 words. Okay. So Stamina Health Challenge. So running energy formula and Stamina Health Challenge for entrepreneurs. Okay. So again, I'm going to give this 9 out of 10. I'll just go to the last part of this. Okay, I'm just going to the last part. And now here is the positioning. Okay. Now here is the positioning. I'm going to copy this. If somebody asks me, hey Siddharth, what do you do? I do stamina building through running for entrepreneurs. I'm Siddharth. I'm the founder of the Impact Health Club. I'm on a mission to help 100,000 entrepreneurs achieve energy through running. And I'm the creator of the Running Energy Formula and Stamina Health Challenge. Yeah. How does this sound? If you were an entrepreneur, would you be attracted to buy this product? Yes or no? Type in the chat box. If you're an entrepreneur and if you are going through a lot of stuff in your life and you feel that, you're not having the energy to grow your business, you're not having the energy to grow in your family, and maybe you had some lifestyle issue or some health issue and you really want to work on yourself. Okay, now this is just the version 1. You can always make it better. But what we have created right now is what I call as the seed. All of you type the word seed in the chat box. This is the seed from which we will be building our knowledge business. Okay. So now if I take this seed and go into ChatGPT, let's go to ChatGPT. Okay. Now, can all of you see my ChatGPT? You can all type yes in the chat box if you can see my ChatGPT screen. Okay. So now I'm going to just give a particular prompt. I'm going to put this seed in ChatGPT, and I'm going to be adding a few specific prompts into ChatGPT. The first prompt that I'm going to give ChatGPT is write me a buyer persona for this topic. Ideally, entrepreneurs from Indian metro, okay, metro city. So all of you just type the word BP, buyer persona. That's the first, prompt that you can write. So it's actually writing me a buyer persona. Okay, Rajesh, 35 years old, from Bangalore, MBA from IIM Bangalore, founder and CEO of a tech startup. He does around 25 lakhs per annum. He's married, he has 2 children, and his professional life, his personal life, his health and fitness. His goals are he wants to improve his stamina, he wants to be more consistent, he wants to set the healthy example for his children, he wants to overcome these struggles, and these are his interests, his behavioral traits, these are his motivation, and then now it's giving me some marketing message. Unlock your entrepreneurial potential with Running Energy Formula. Join Siddharth Rajshekar and 100,000 other entrepreneurs on this journey. Transform your life. Okay. Amazing, right? All of you just type amazing in the chat box. So with a buyer persona, now you'll be able to now design your course and curriculum based on this. Okay. So the next prompt we can give, and I'm going to give you these prompts towards the end of this webinar, is give me 10 lead magnet ideas, or let's say give me 10 webinar lead magnet topic ideas to attract this audience in a free webinar. Okay. So let's say if you want to do a webinar targeting only entrepreneurs in metro cities, this is going to be your webinar topic ideas. Okay. Boost your business stamina, the Running Energy Formula for entrepreneurs. From desk to 5K, a busy entrepreneur's guide to starting running. Okay. Run your way to success, balancing fitness and entrepreneurship. Stress less, achieve more, running as a stress relief tool for entrepreneurs. So can all of you see what we have done now is you have followed whatever I've shared in the mind map. One problem, one market, one method, one mission. Clear? All of you type super in the chat box. So I've given you the first piece of the puzzle, is getting clear on your product positioning and on your topic so that it is narrow. The second step is now we have to build a business plan around this. A business plan. Before that, I just want to share with you one of my students. His name is Rohit. Okay. When Rohit came into my community, he was all over the place, meaning he had 3-4 different topics to teach and stuff like that. Now, after coming and following my system, he found his target market being only people who are into AI and everything else, and he was able to achieve, this very short video, but just watch this. This is what he's able to achieve.
I was able to build a community of more than 8,000 plus paid members and earned more than 4 crore rupees revenue till date.
So he built a community of 8,000 people only teaching AI to working professionals. Okay, 8,000 people. In fact, he has grown faster than even how much numbers we have done, right? Because of the nature of the topic. Okay, all of you type the word crazy in the chat box. 8,000 customers he achieved within 1 year because of the relevance, and he followed the system of the mission, the market. Now, this cannot happen in all topics and niches, but because AI was the hottest trend, and just after ChatGPT started to gain popularity like a year back, and now he's not growing at that pace, but he was able to capitalize on the trend that was there. Okay, and he also has crossed 10 crores in this. Okay, 10 crores in all business. Amazing results he's got. So now, how did I help him design his products? Number one is lead magnet. There are different lead magnets you can do. You can do a free webinar, you can do a paid workshop, you can do a resources, checklists, and ebooks to attract quality leads. Second step is Instead of selling your knowledge just as a course, you can sell it as a membership. Okay. Now this is what I teach in my community, which what makes what I teach unique from all other people who teach stuff. I tell people, don't sell products as a commodity. Sell the journey. And to sell the journey, you need to bring them as a membership. So I'm going to give you two examples and you tell me which one is better, okay? Hi, I'm Siddharth Rajshekhar. I'm a stock market expert. Learn my stock market course, the Introduction to Stock Market Trading, 5,000 rupees, or say 10,000 rupees. Click on the link and buy 10,000 rupees. Second option. Hi, I'm Siddharth Rajshekhar. I want to welcome you to my stock market trading community, where I'm going to give you a lifetime membership, where you get courses, you get weekly coaching calls, you have community access. I'll put you through a challenge and I'll give you certification when you complete the challenge. Which one is better? Option 1 or option 2? The same 10,000 rupees. Yeah. Option 1. 10,000 rupees to sell your standalone course, or 10,000 rupees to sell a lifetime membership. And this is the model that all of my successful students are following. I tell them, do not, because the mindset of a person who's only a course seller, they only want sales. The mindset of a person who's a community builder, they want to build relationships. So your relationship with your customer has to begin at the point of sale. It cannot end at the point of sale. That is a mistake most course creators are doing. If that was a bulb on for you, just type BO in the chat box. I'll repeat that. Your relationship with your students has to begin at the point of sale, not end at the point of sale. And so that is why when you're designing a business plan, let's say you're going to be launching a L1 course, okay? Level 1 can be a 9999, a community membership. And in this membership, you're going to give them courses, you're going to give them community access, a challenge, certification when they complete the challenge, and a coaching, weekly coaching calls where you just do Q&A calls every single week. So all of you can note down 5C in the chat box. My model is called the 5C model. When you come into my community, I will teach you to launch this in the next 90 days. How do you create courses, community, and how do you sell a 10,000 rupee product, which people will really like to buy? And this is like the front end product, what we call as a low ticket product. Anything under 10,000 rupees, according to me, is a low ticket product. Then you can create a mid ticket membership, which can be more like advanced courses. Again, DIY, where they do it themselves, where you're not giving your one-to-one time as such. Okay, it becomes highly scalable. And then level 3, you can launch, let's say, a 1 lakh rupee certification product, where you can certify them based on your own criteria, where there's more accountability, and you're going to be selling a 3-year journey, like a 3-year certification for just say 9999, like 90,000 or 1 lakh rupees. And the revenue that you generate from this can be reinvested back into lead magnets. So let's say if 10 people buy a 10,000 rupee product, you'll at least have 1 or 2 people who may be interested in buying the 1 lakh rupee product. Okay, if this makes sense, type MS in the chat box. And this is what I will also teach you. How do you come up with the curriculum for this? How do you design a membership? How do you design 2 memberships on the front end? And how do you design a certification program on the back end that makes it a highly scalable, high-ticket product, where you're not just giving your one-to-one time, but you're also going to take them through a 3-year journey or a 3-year process. Okay. Now you can even start the pricing at 50,000 rupees or even 30,000 rupees, depending on your experience level. But this is the business planning logic, what I teach in my community, and it is very simple and easy to implement. And the third piece is then you can launch a mastermind. Let's say you want to launch a 3 lakh per year mastermind, which is a recurring revenue that can happen after 2 or 3 years. Okay. So if all of you are, just take a screenshot of this and type done in the chat box. Because what you're seeing on the screen is the essence of the model, what I teach. Take a screenshot of this and type done. If you just follow these 2 steps, you'll be able to launch at a much faster speed. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now the only thing that is left to do is sales. You need to get sales. And for that, I have designed a particular process that will blow your minds away. I've designed something called as my autopilot sales formula. I do live sales and autopilot sales, but I'm going to share with you something called as the video money funnel. Okay. So all of you can just type VMF in the chat box. The video money funnel. How do you get sales? How do you attract customers 24/7, 365 days in a year? And how do you also convert those customers? And for that, there is a process. The first process is you need to have a website, okay, where you're collecting leads. After you've done this, you got to build what I call as digital assets. All of you just type DA in the chat box. Create a lot of video content. Like you can post a reel on Instagram or a 5-minute video where you're educating your audience and you're identifying the problems of what the audience is facing, and then you are actually addressing those needs. So suppose I was going to do this running for entrepreneurs, maybe I can do a video on why entrepreneurs don't have stamina. Okay, I can do a video around that. Then I talk about the body and what lifestyle entrepreneurs face, and then at the end of the video, if I say, if you found this video useful, click on the link and come for my next webinar, and I have a free session for you for entrepreneurs, and click on the link and come there. So what will basically happen is, just like how when people they watch a trailer and then they go for the movie, when they watch your content pieces or your digital assets, they are all trailers, but ultimately they will come for your movie, which is the webinar. Okay. Now in the webinar, like if you have to conduct a webinar like how I'm conducting right now, the ideal webinar time is around 90 minutes. 90 minutes to 2 hours, you can do that. And I'll be teaching you my webinar selling formula also. Now inside the webinar, you need to do 3 things. Number 1 is you need to educate. All of you type the word educate in the chat box. The first word is educate. Give your target market or give your audience the best value for their time. Okay? Give them the essence of how can they achieve their goal, how can they make progress, how can they solve their problem. Give them the formula. Okay? What has to be done. The second is engage with them. All of you type the word engage in the chat box. ENGAG, like what I'm making you do. I'm actually typing and I'm asking you to type in the chat box, and we both are having like a 2-way conversation over here. It's not just a 1-way. I'm not just giving a lecture over here. There's a participation happening in both ways when you engage. Then the third E is you need to set the expectations. Or if you can just type EXP in the chat box. Expectations. When you set the expectations that, okay, if you want to achieve your goal, it is not going to happen overnight. There is a process, there's a journey, there is a system that you need to follow, and there is a proper system that is designed for you, and we need your commitment to implementing the system. Okay? So when you educate, when you engage, and when you set the expectations, and then when you sell your level 1 product, do you think you'll have better quality customers? Type yes in the chat box. Like for me, even in this webinar, I'm giving you all the knowledge, and I'm going to be offering you my membership into my community, but I don't want to work with anybody and everybody. I want to work with people who are serious, who are committed, who understand that this is a journey. It is not a quick fix solution. Okay? It's going to take you time to build your skills. It's going to take you time to build your system. And I've got your back. I'm there to handle you and support you in our community, which is the largest community in the world. Okay? So when you set the expectations, you'll have better quality customers. You'll have the least refund rate. We have a 0.5% refund rate. People don't even ask for refunds because, I tell people not to buy my product if you're not serious. In fact, I'm telling you this right now. Don't buy my product if you're not serious about this. Okay? I want the right quality people in the system. And because of that, what happens is the results are really good. Like if I have to just show you, because I've been following the same process for the last 5 years, I can say most of India's top coaches are my students. How many of you would like to receive the Hall of Fame award from me in our next live event? Just type me in the chat box. Like a Hall of Fame award is what I give to coaches who have done more than 6 figures, like 3 lakhs in revenue. And we have a 1 crore champion award. We have a 10 crore champion award also. And we do events in our community every 6 months. Can I give you a glimpse of how the event would look when you come into our community? Just type BIO in the chat box. Okay? Now this event that I do once in 6 months, it is not for public. It is a ticketed event. And when people come into the community, only then they'll get an option to even get a ticket for this particular event. But imagine you being in a room like this. Check this out.
The whole atmosphere is electrifying. This place is vibrating with energy.
The energy that's in the room is so awesome.
It has changed my life. Last 2 days, plenty of learning and plenty of earning in terms of capability, competency, and what I need to do.
The Internet Lifestyle Hub welcomes you to a unique 2-day experience that will ignite your inner vision to impact more lives. It's called the Freedom Business Retreat. This is not just any other training event. It's a 2-day journey of transformation that will completely shift the way you think and operate as a digital entrepreneur.
This place is absolutely awesome, blissful, full of knowledge, full of experience, and full of helping hands.
One of the greatest takeaways of this event is meeting and seeing Siddharth offline mode. It's one of the greatest recharge moments for me.
Now in FBR has been that it's a fantastically and fabulously organized event.
This community is power. This community is energy. This community is direction.
The first ever Freedom Business Retreat in 2022 was a magical experience for over 550 ILH members. We learned, laughed, cried, danced, and opened our minds to new possibilities. This is just the beginning. Next year, we are stepping up the game to a whole new level. Learn the latest strategies, collaborate with fellow ILH members, and celebrate the success of our achievers. This is your next level. Come and join us at the next Freedom Business Retreat. Yeah, so how was that? Type in the chat box, give me one word on what that feeling was like, and I can't wait to meet you in our next live event and give you an award on stage. And we are a very tight-knitted, bonded community of action takers, achievers, givers, and some of the best coaches in our country are in this particular community. Okay, great to have you. So what I want to share with you now, can I have your permission to tell you what would be your next steps? Now that I've shared with you the 3 parts of the system, now all of you got the idea. How do you finalize your niche? How do you design digital products? How do you get autopilot sales by building digital assets, by educating, engaging, setting expectations, and eventually automating this entire webinar to run 24/7, 365. You can even automate it if you want. So if all of you are clear on the system, just type super clear in the chat box. And this is what I'm going to help you implement when you come into my premium community and when you get started on this journey with me. And it is simple. Even if you're a non-technical person, you've never done this before, I have a proven process and it's a lot of fun, and I've made this into a game. Okay. Now what I want to share next is how can you achieve that first milestone of 3 lakhs per month. Okay. So all of you just type 3 LPM in the chat box. 3 LPM is 3 lakhs per month. Now if you're starting from scratch today, how can you set this as a target and achieve 3 lakhs per month? Maybe in the next 6 months time, 9 months time, maybe 1 year time, by you focusing on it. And it's not about the income, it is about who you become as a person and how you're going to be growing through this process. Okay. So for this, there are 3 things that you need to follow. Number 1 is, let's look at the math. If you're going to be selling a 9999 membership, you need to look at 30 sales per month. Okay. And make that as your focus to achieve this. Okay. On a monthly basis. The second is mindset. Okay. Now there are 3 parts to mindset. Number 1 is you need to get very clear on your goals. And I'll help you set your goals, and we have a system where we want to get you with moving on this with full focus. And number 2 is you got to break through your own resistances. Like there are many resistances that people go through. Can you give me some examples of resistances that some people may have? Like even though you know what to do, but still why people do not do it. Give me some examples of what happens. Yeah, I don't have time. I don't have resources. I don't have money, or this is not for me. In fact, this is not for me is a good excuse. So you're very clear. It's a very clear yes or no. In fact, at this point, I also want to tell you, if you feel that this is not for you, you can leave this webinar. You don't have to take this up. Okay? You don't have to do this because you're here. Okay, but resistances could be many things. Like it may not work, or limiting self-beliefs, procrastination, Things like, why will people buy from me when there are already so many people selling courses? Imposter syndrome. What else? My family is not very supportive. Then all of these things. What else? Yeah, fear of how I look. Will I look good on camera? And will I be able to record video? I do not know how to record videos and everything else. Okay. So all these are very valid resistances that all of us as humans face, and I also have been through these challenges. Can I give you one simple way to overcome all of these resistances? Type BIO in the chat box. Let's bring it on. What's the best way to overcome these resistances and challenges? Okay. I'm going to speak out a word, and I want you to type that word in the chat box when I say it. Okay. The only way to overcome any resistance is environment. All of you can just type ENV in the chat box. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. If a person wants to build a lot of muscle, right, and they're really having the willpower, you put them in Antarctica, they can't do it. The environment has to support them to achieve that. If somebody wants to quit smoking, if they're in an environment of friends who are saying, hey, come on, yeah, just have one more, they cannot quit. So that is why taking this next step in being a part of our community is the only way, if you ask me, for you to break through your own resistances to achieving your goals. If this makes sense, type MS in the chat box. Okay. And the last part is I want to share with you a journey. Okay, you got to take daily action and you need to follow my Freedom 4.0 journey. What I've done is I've actually designed a journey for you. Now, can I have your permission to tell you more about this journey that I have designed for you in my premium community? At this point, I want to be very clear. If you feel that you do not want to be a part of this, or you're not serious about this, or whatever, you can leave this session. But if you're absolutely serious, just type the word serious in the chat box. I want to work with serious people. I want to call out a few names. How many of you are serious about working on yourself and committing yourself at least for the next 90 days to learning this information, to applying this information, to launching your product and starting to get that result? Yeah. So thank you so much, Sitaram, Hema, Krish, Swami, Sugesh, Archit, Smitha, Sabita, Irfan, Mahesh, Samia, Midhun, Runesh, Lakshmi, Madhulika. Thank you, Krish. Thank you, Sharada. Thank you. Who else do we have? Brajadulal Ghosh, Bhavani, Dr. Shanti. Thank you so much. Okay. So what I've done is I've made this journey very, very simple for all of you. Okay. So let me share my screen and I want all of you to take notes. So the first thing is I've designed something called the Freedom Path 4.0. So you're going to go from starter stage. All of you here are in the starting stage. I want you to give yourself 3 months to receiving an award that I give in my community called the Freedom Finisher Award. This is like the first stage of the game that you got to complete, where I give a 2,000 rupee voucher, I give a t-shirt, and then I give a certificate when you launch your product. And we do a hackathon and for you to actually complete this. Once you achieve this, give yourself 6 months to hitting the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is if you're crossing 3 lakh rupees in revenue. So if you're starting today, from today, give yourself 9 months to making your first 3 lakhs. Okay, and many of our members have done it. We have certified more than 400-500 of them. Okay. Next is give yourself 18 months to hitting the first 1 crore from the time you become Hall of Fame. So 9 months plus 18 months, we are looking at a timeline of around 2 years. Okay. From there, give yourself 10 years or 36 months to hitting your 10 crore. We've already given 15 10 crore champion awards. And now all the 10 crore champion award winners, they are giving themselves another, 5 years to hitting their 100 crore. So we have actually designed a beautiful and systematic path for you to go from scratch to hitting your 100 crore journey. Now we are very close to the 100 crore mark, and that's why I put that on the list over here. And for this to happen, you need 4 things. Number 1 is you need to have a strong mindset. I'll be giving you some daily rituals that you'll be able to follow to keep your mindset really strong. Every day, all of our students, they write their goals daily so that they're having clarity on their goals. One of the things that we do in our community is all of us, we give charity on a monthly basis. Whether it's 100 rupees or 1,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees, doesn't matter how much you give. But right now, collectively, our community has given more than 5.6 crores in charity in the last few months. And charity is one of the core value systems in our community because we want to create the richest community of givers. Now, how many of you love this? Just type amazing in the chat box. Yeah. Charity is a part of our community DNA. And number 4 is events. I would like every single one of you who's going to start the journey with us today is to attend all our sessions live. I do trainings twice in a week. Every Tuesday I do hackathon where I'll make you implement the knowledge, and every Thursday I do Q&A calls where I'll be answering your questions. Besides that, you'll be able to go through all of my courses. Okay. So once you're a lifetime member in my community, you'll be able to experience all of this. So if you do not have any experience, it does not matter. If you're a non-technical person, does not matter. If your fluency in English is not there, does not matter. Because this is the ultimate training system designed to give you freedom. And how many of you here truly want to achieve that freedom of helping others and building a business from home? Just type the word freedom in the chat box. Okay. This is the freedom business model. The only business model where you can build this from home at the comfort of your own home, where you can spend more time with your family and make lakhs and crores depending on how you commit yourself to serving your audience. Now, my entire freedom business model, it is like a game. So when you start today, you're going to go through a 3-day course, which is completely pre-recorded. And when you complete that course, you're going to be getting a special gift from my side to you. Okay. And then from today, in this 30 days, there are 5 courses that you need to complete. And if you complete that, you'll complete the foundation level. And there's a 90-day challenge called the hackathon that I do live. And it's all simple implementation. All of you type the word simple in the chat box. I like to simplify the entire journey. I don't like to complicate. Most people out there, they complicate the heck out of digital marketing and all of this stuff. I like to simplify it for you because I know that when you make things simple, people make progress. And I also make it fun. All of you just type the word fun in the chat box. For me, I'm a video gamer. I like to play games and stuff. And I also play games with my kids. So everything, I make it into a game. I gamified my community. So every time you finish a particular milestone, you get rewarded for it. Okay. So the first thing I would like all of you to focus on is my challenge, which is the 90-day challenge. I do this challenge once in 3 months. So January, February, March, then April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So every quarter we do a live hackathon. Would you like me to teach you and make you implement the knowledge while you are in the session itself? Type yes in the chat box. The hackathon is like that. And we put you into teams, and there are 10 missions that are there, and we give awards. The actual value of this is 27,900, but because you're here in today's webinar, I'm going to give you a special offer as well. Okay. So this is my live implementation challenge that we do every 3 months. And if you finish the challenge, you'll get an award. If you don't finish the challenge, you can come back and keep doing it how many ever times that you want. We have people who have done our hackathon 3, 4, 5 times, and I always deliver it live. Okay. And you'll get the recordings and replays, and you can even join the hackathon anytime in between also, and you can watch the previous missions and complete the missions. So if you're in the starter stage right now, besides the hackathon, the first course you need to complete is the freedom business model, which I would like you all to start today itself. How many of you would like to start learning right now? Type the word now in the chat box. When I say now is right now, today, as soon as we finish this webinar, you want to get started, you don't want to waste any more time. And because the hackathon, it happens only on Tuesdays, I don't want you to wait for that moment. So start learning today itself with the freedom business model. It's a 3-day challenge. And when you complete the 3-day challenge, you'll get a certificate. And you take that certificate, and when you upload that certificate, I'm going to give you a special t-shirt, a free t-shirt on which it will be written, I can coach. And I'm going to ship that t-shirt to you. And it's both for men and women. And it'll be coming to you as soon as you complete this. Okay. Now, how many of you here are going to be winning this t-shirt within the next 3 days? Type me in the chat box. So you start today as soon as you complete. And even if you skip my videos, the system has been designed where it will not generate the certificate. You have to watch all of my videos in this 3-day course, and all my videos are short and to the point, and you can, each day you need to dedicate 60 minutes per day, 90 minutes per day max, okay? Just to watch in fact, my videos are much shorter. 60 minutes, you can complete the entire thing, okay? Next is niche clarity blueprints. For those of you who are not sure about your topic, whatever I shared right now is just the basics of niche clarity. I have more than 500 templates that I want to give you with lifetime access, where I'll help you refine your micro niche within 1 day. Just 12,500 rupees in value, but I'm going to give it to you absolutely free when you complete the transaction and come into our community. In fact, Lopamudra says that I was looking for something like this for the last 4 years. I'm glad that I finally started the journey that I was visualizing every day since the last few years. Thank you so much, Siddharth sir, for helping me find out my micro niche. Yes, this is something my mind and heart were searching for. Look forward to helping millions of people live a happier and better life. Sincere gratitude from the core of my heart. Thank you, Lopamudra. She was not able to find her topic, and then she really cracked that code. Now, I have a dedicated course called AI Content Mastery. If you're able to spend 3 hours on this course, okay, the course is only 1 hour, but I'll be giving you some assignments. If you're able to sit on for 3 hours, I will help you generate 10 years of content. I'm not kidding, okay? All I need is your full focused attention on completing this course. And all of my courses, you can finish it in one sitting, okay? In one day, you can complete one of those courses, the other courses. This is 19,500 rupees in value, and I'm going to give this to you absolutely for free when you complete the transaction, come in on board. The next course is Curriculum Design Blueprint. How many of you here would like to design high impact courses? Just type HIC in the chat box. High impact. I'll be teaching you how to record your videos, how long the videos should be, what should be the pricing of your course, and then how do you make sure that you also engage your students in the course so there's more engagement during the course, and which tools to use to record your courses. And I also will teach you how you can edit your own course without having to spend thousands of rupees giving it to editors and stuff. I'll do a small tutorial on video editing also. Okay, so everything is covered inside this Curriculum Design Blueprint course, which is 12,500 rupees in value, but I'm going to give it to you absolutely for free when you complete the transaction. In fact, Chanchal says that the way you teach and make us do things along as we study is fabulous and gets a lot of momentum and progress in our work. Your videos are short but very crisp and to the point and easy to follow. And that's my teaching style, okay? Once you complete this, the last course is on budgeting. So all of you just type the word BizPlan, BIZPLAN. Okay, I have a business planning course because some of you may be having some questions around how much should I invest in tools, how much should I invest in advertising, how much should I invest on website creation, on getting a photo shoot, on getting a logo design. So I'll be giving you all of the breakdown on this, where you'll be able to create your own business plan within a span of 60 minutes. Okay, and I'll give you my business plan spreadsheet template, which is this is 9,500 rupees in value, but I'm going to give it to you absolutely for free when you complete the transaction and come in today. So this is what I call as a learning path. Now coming to the implementation path. So this entire learning path, what you're seeing, you can complete it within 2 weeks, you can complete it within 1 week, you can actually complete it within 30 days also, depending on how fast you want to go on this. Okay. And the best part is you have lifetime access. All of you just type LTA in the chat box. Lifetime access, meaning that you can watch this how many ever times that you want. I keep updating these courses also every single year and make it more current and relevant. So with a one-time payment that you're going to be doing, you'll be getting lifetime access to all of these particular courses. Okay. So the implementation is, in the next 90 days, you will be able to create your own courses. You'll be able to set up your own systems. You'll be able to generate your own leads. You'll be able to win this hackathon, and you'll also be able to launch and sell your level 1 and level 2 memberships following my guidelines. Okay. So I have a conveyor belt system which is very easy and simple to follow and implement. Besides this, I'm also going to give you a course to create high converting sales funnels. It's called Funnel Building Formula, where I'll be talking to you about the 12 different ways you can monetize your knowledge, which is 34,500 rupees in value, but I'm going to give this to you also for free when you click on the link and complete the transaction. And I'll give the link just in a bit. Sandy says that Siddharth brings in fun combined with a lot of relevant knowledge that is aligned to whatever he claims to offer. One warning is get set and go. You have to work hard to enjoy the fruits later. Siddharth puts you through the grill, which is a good thing. We will value all that he's sharing once we get our desired outcomes. So how many of you are ready to go through the grill in a fun way? Type ready in the chat box, a lot of exclamation marks next to it, yeah? So I'm going to put you through a positive kind of a pressure to get stuff done as a coach, to help you make progress, to help you move forward, and to help you get the result ultimately. So how many of you are ready? Type ready in the chat box. I want to read out your names. How many? Lakshmi, you're ready. Sami, you're ready. Irfan, you're ready. Sitaram. Who else? Okay. Harsh, you're ready. Isha, you're ready. Midhun, you're ready. Runesh, you're ready. Mahesh, Madhulika. Yeah, Isha, I read your point. Okay, Bhavani, Smita, Anindya, Vijaya. And again, I'm going to tell you at this point, if some of you feel you're not ready, you can leave this webinar. Okay, not for you. If you're not, feeling that you can go through this. Okay, next is lead generation. I'll be giving you a course only on lead generation. How do you generate 100 leads using social media? I'll give you specific things to do on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook to generate leads, and I'm going to give that to you for free. And I also teach you how to become a one-to-one coach, where I've interviewed Jack Canfield, the author of the book Success Principles, which I'm going to give it to you for free, and affiliate marketing. How many of you here would like to make extra money selling other people's products? Just type OPP in the chat box. So imagine you create a course, and within your course, you can sell Amazon products, you can sell other digital products through ClickBank and everything else. I'm going to teach you how do you make money through affiliate marketing also, through your course model, and to basically create multiple streams of income. Okay, this also I'm going to give you for free. Shivram sends this message. He says that, I'm sorry, Sid. Last time I was a bit skeptical about the course, but man, you have earned my respect. so much effort in just introductions. I actually want to design my course on the very scale that you have done. So if any of you here are a little bit skeptical about this, take a chance on me and experience it today itself. Get in and see the value in it in just today when you start learning the first course. Okay. So overall, if all of you are clear on the structure of the course, just type clear in the chat box. 3 days starting from today to get your basics in place, 30 days to get your foundation strong, 90 days to implement everything and all the gamification that is there, and you have lifetime access to all of this. Okay. Now, just like how you go from from starter to freedom finisher, I have a journey to go from freedom finisher to Hall of Fame. Okay. And how do you accelerate that journey? So just to recap, my Freedom 4.0 bundle, comprising of the hackathon and all of these different courses, the actual value is 1,46,898, which on my website right now is just 14,999. Okay, that is the retail price on the website. You'll be able to get your own personal login and password with our learning management system with world-class information. You can learn on your mobile phone, on the go. We have our own application. And if you want more, just type the word more in the chat box. Let's see. Type the word more. Thank you. Now, once you come into the community, we have our own private social network with over 19,000 members in the community. It's a location-based tagging, meaning that if you're from Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, or whichever city, you can find other members from your own city. You can make posts and engage with members. You'll be able to chat with like-minded experts and get inspired. You'll be able to get answers to all of your questions on our 24/7 support forum that we have. So anytime you're stuck, you'll be able to ask questions. And by the way, once you make the payment and come inside today, I'll be giving all of you a live demo of these different systems, okay? And I'll give you an orientation. You'll also be able to find an accountability partner, and you can take action really fast by going into accountability partner in our, in the system, and just make a post, and then somebody else will become an accountability partner, and you become a buddy, and you can work together. And we have some guidelines that I'll be sharing, okay? In fact, Tripti says that this is not just a course. Siddharth is with us always, and he wants us to succeed. Being a part of his community is one of the best thing ever. Hackathon has helped me get into action mode and implement, and more importantly, you transform fundamentally from start with the right intentions. So thank you, Tripti, for that. So the private network access is actually 29,910 rupees per year. But because you're here in today's webinar, I'm going to give you a free lifetime access to our private network. All of you just type LTA in the chat box. Free lifetime access with a one-time payment, and I'll be giving you a demo of this once you complete the transaction and come in, okay? And I want to give you more than this. If you want more than this, just type GMM, give me more, Dil Mange more. Because I believe that if you give me even 1 rupee, I will give you 10 rupees in value. That is one of my value systems, okay? And that is why we have the lowest, in fact, we have literally nobody asked for a refund itself. Because first of all, I'm telling you that if you're not committed, I don't want your money, okay? I want people who are serious and committed. And because of this, the value that people get is extremely high. Every Thursday, I do Inner Circle call. Is it okay if I can answer all of your questions every single week live? Type love it in the chat box if you love that, okay? I've been doing this for more than 5 years. Every Thursday, I'm there for you. I'm answering questions. Last Thursday, I answered more than 80 questions. And those Q&A sessions go on for 2 hours. So anything that is keeping you stuck, I'm always there to give you that clarity. Okay? And those sessions get recorded. In case you miss it, you can always watch the recording later. But this is my level of support and commitment that I want to offer to you, that for me, I want our relationship to begin today, not end today. It's not when you come into my community, it does not end the relationship. It's the start of our relationship. It's a lifelong relationship. Okay? All of you just type LLR. How many of you would like to have a lifelong relationship with me, with my community, with my system, so that together we can grow and prosper together? Yeah? Thank you so much. And that is my commitment to you. So we have weekly calls. Every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., I do Q&A sessions, and that's for free. And then weekly tactical meetups. In case you want to learn any specific skills, we have meetups in our community with latest strategies and techniques, and you can also access all of that for free when you come into our community. So basically, you're getting into the largest community for experts, coaches, and teachers and trainers with a one-time payment only, okay? The total value of this support is 49,998 if you have to put a number to it. But as I told you, I'm going to give you lifetime support on this with a one-time payment that you have. And we have different facilitators who come, they give the support and help. We have support forums, and we've got your back on this. So just to total the value of the bundle, the courses alone is 1,46,898. The network access is 29,999 and the lifetime support is 49,998. If I have to total it, it's 2,26,895 in actual value. But as I mentioned on our website, the current retail price to become a member in our community is 14,999 rupees. We have over 7,737 reviews on Trustpilot at 5-star, which is really hard to get. And that itself speaks volumes in terms of what people think about this community. And Neeraj said that Siddharth's teaching is focused, non-repetitive, high quality, and well structured. I like his methodology of teaching. It is very evident that he's teaching from his soul and spirit. As a pilot, he reminds me of my favorite helicopter flying instructor of training days. I would love to associate with him in the times to come. 5 stars and a diamond heart from my side. Good luck, Sid. Let's make the world better. No, it's messages like these that make my day. Okay, so I just want to tell you that the reason I'm even doing this business and in offering you to come into my community is so that together let's make a difference in this world. Okay, how many of you are able to resonate with my with my ideology, with my vision, and the system over here? Just type me in the chat box. Thank you so much. I really want to appreciate each one of you here. Lakshmi, Irfan, Sugish, Madhulika, Sitaram. Yeah, just type me. Anybody else here? I'm just reading some of your names over here. Yeah, Isha, Anindya, Savita, Bhavika, Archit, Raj, Akhtar, Rajesh Sharma. Thank you so much. We're going to be getting on a magical journey together, and it's a fail-proof system. The only way to fail is if you quit. Okay, and if you plan to quit, I don't want your money. Just keep it yourself. It's a battle-tested system that is working. So as a limited time offer, only today for action takers, I'm going to give you something special. Okay, I want to give you a special offer. Now, the reason why I want to give you a special offer is because when I started on this journey, I did not have any money. In 2011, I said, right, I started my agency. And at that point, I had lost my job. And I remember I came back home, my wife was sitting in the bedroom, and I went to Vani and I told her, Vani, I lost my job. And then she pointed at her stomach and she said something that shattered me. She said, what do we do about this child? She was 3 months pregnant. I had 500 rupees in my bank account. And I had just lost my job. And I did not know what to do. On that day, I felt like a loser. I felt like I had disgraced my family and I did not feel worthy enough to be a father. It was the most defining moment of my life, if I have to think about it. But on that day, I made a decision. I told my wife, I told Vani that never ever again will I bring our family into this situation. I made a promise to her. This was way back, 2011. Journey. Loan, went through all of those struggles for a long time. I was on ground zero. As long as you're open and coachable and you want to make a difference in your life, this is going to be your next step. Okay, so my intention is I want to help you live and run a business from anywhere in the world. 2 is I want to help you spend more time with your kids and your family, and along with that, serve more people with the expertise that you have. Now, if you resonate with this freedom, family, and service, only then I would like you to come into my community, because this is the filter that I use. Because there are some people who don't come with this mindset and they'll not fit into my community. Okay, only if you have this value system, I would like you to come in, because I'm on a mission to transform our broken education system. And I would like us together as an army of teachers and leaders, let us become those mentors or implementers. Okay, so are you ready? Only for action takers. Type the word ready in the chat box and let me call out some of your names. Okay, So Lakshmi, Savita, and I'll call out your names as you're making the payment and coming in. Okay, but I want to call out how many of you are ready. And again, at this point, I also want to tell you, if you're not ready, if you feel that this is not your thing, you can leave this. Okay, I want to work with people who are really committed to this process. Thank you, Harsh, Isha, Vijay, Anindya, Irfan, Swami. Thank you so much. So just to do a recap, the total value is 226895, and on the website you can see it's 14,910, which is a silver membership. As a limited time offer, only today, inclusive of GST, I'm going to give you a special link where you don't have to pay 14,999. I'm going to give it to you for just 9,999. Good. So how many of you want this link? Just type me in the chat box if you want the link. Okay, so let me just pull up the link. But before I share the link, I just want to check once more with all of you. Okay, I just want to be doubly sure that you are ready for this. Do you want a better deal than this? Can I give you something, a better deal than this if you take action within 15 minutes? Yes, type yes, yes, yes. Type yes with a lot of excitement. I want to see how many of you type yes. Okay, I'll give you a better deal provided you take action within 15 minutes. Okay, so only for 15 minutes, I'll be putting a timer on the screen. Those of you who take action using a special code, which is applied only for today, if you apply that, you will not need to pay 9,999. I've asked my team to create a link, and they will also share the link. And I'll also share the link with you. I will give you an additional 2,000 rupee discount. Okay, so just get in as a one-time investment for just 7,999, and all you have to do is, I'm going to pause the chats right now. It's a special link valid for today. Click on that link and complete the transaction, or you can even just scan this QR code. And I'm going to just start a 15-minute countdown timer right now, and I'll be sharing some other case studies as and when this happens. Okay, and your time for this is going to be only 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I'll be asking my team to close this, and you'll not be able to get this. So your time starts now. Scan this QR code, and once the timer hits 0, I'll be giving all of you an orientation. I'll be showing you the social network. I'll be showing you how you can access the courses, the mobile application, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And your timer starts now. And I'm also going to check from my side if this QR code is working. And yes, it is working on my side. It'll take you to a special page. So when you click on that page, just click on the Buy Now button. It'll show that the discount code has been applied for today. So enter your name, your email, your phone number, and then just quickly complete the transaction. And once you complete the transaction, you'll get instant access to all of those courses and the entire community that I've given orientation of, and I'll tell you how to go about it. And while this timer is ticking, I also want to share a case study of some of my students. Dinaz is one of my students, and I'll just play this case study over here. Okay, so you'll be able to see it. Check it out.
Hi, my name is Dinaz, and I help women to get fit and get healthy from the comforts of their own home. Before joining the ILH community, I had 6 gyms. There was a fatigue, and I shut down all my gyms. And then I became a personal trainer, and I was working for people going from home to home. And I knew that that was not my journey. It was exhausting going to 8 or 10 different homes every single day. And then when I joined the community, I took about a year to understand this entire system, the Freedom Business Model system. And the way Sid has explained the whole thing, it was very easy for me. And within a year, I could set up my entire system, and I built up my entire system, created my courses. Now in the last 12 months, I have earned over 3.5 crores in revenues, and currently I'm earning about 25 lakhs per month. What I really like about Sid's program is the way he explains it in his courses. It simplifies the whole system. I'm really not a super technology person, but with the learnings of Sid's and attending his masterminds, I was able to easily and effortlessly build up my entire system, and today it's changed my life completely and the life of my entire family. Just jump in, guys.
Thank you so much, Dinaz. You have 12 minutes to go. After 12 minutes, we'll be closing this. Next, I want to just share a case study of Imran Beg. He is also one of the Success Gyan trainers who became a Success Gyan trainer after coming into ILH. And let's listen to him.
Hi, my name is Imran Beg. I'm a penmanship influencer. I'm on a mission to make 1 million people fall in love with writing and support them in forging their future using the power of pen. Ladies and gentlemen, I use handwriting analysis and graphotherapy and support individuals in discovering their true potential and support them in reprogramming the subconscious mind using graphotherapy, which is a scientific way of writing to influence your subconscious mind. Before being part of the Internet Lifestyle Hub, I was doing business for past 18 years of my life. And thanks to the pandemic, I was, forced to shift from the offline to the online mode. And thanks to the freedom business model, it was so easy and it took me less than a month's time to set up my entire ecosystem and get it rolling. And from past 1 year of me being associated with Sid, you know what, I have been able to generate more than ₹1 crore of revenue. And currently, every month, I'm able to generate close to 25 lakhs rupees of revenue. And you know what? All this is possible because Sid created such a beautiful ecosystem where he not only made us, just create a business, but he actually changed the way we look at, this industry, the way we add value to our customers and the community members. And one thing which is my biggest takeaway from Sid is that doing business is easy. But what is the most challenging aspect of being in the business is, can you operate your business with a core value-based system? I invite you to consider being part of this wonderful community of value additions, what we do for people, and I invite you to be a part of this community because Sid brought in such a beautiful ecosystem for all of us where we do charity, where we stand up for each other and adding value, and so much of beautiful collaborations are happening. And you know what? The opportunities are in abundance. Thank you, Sid, for allowing us to evolve with you and showing us the right way of doing a business and making every system easy and beautiful in every single way. Thank you once again. This is Imran Beg.
Thank you so much, Imran. And we have 9 minutes to go. And if you have any questions, there's a Q&A module on Zoom. I'll ask my team to actually respond to the questions. If you have any questions, I'll also answer some questions later. And all of you just click on that link, scan the QR code, go to that link and complete the transaction because after the timer hits 0, we are going to be increasing the price back to 9999. And I don't want any one of you to miss out on this opportunity. This is like the final boarding call. If you just jump in right away. In the meantime, I want to play Shruti Chaudhary's video. She is from Bangalore and she was able to achieve this. Check this out.
Hi, I'm Shruti Chaudhary, a personality and mindset coach, a TEDx speaker, and founder of Charismatic You. I help people to rewire the relationship with their own self and with people around them by working on their fitness, mindset, and personality so that they can shine as their charismatic best. Before entering into Internet Lifestyle Hub, I was struggling big time to convert my knowledge into a business model. Not coming from the coaching industry, having no one in my family doing a business, I was totally lost. But Freedom Business Model by Siddharth has made it so simple by giving us step-by-step strategy, step-by-step path to follow to build our knowledge into a business model. Today, in the last 12 months, I've been able to generate over 2 crores in revenue by averaging around 15 to 18 lakh every single month. And as I'm talking, just yesterday, by sending one mail, I could generate a revenue of over 13 lakhs. Now, if you're thinking this sounds like a magic, well, such magic does happen inside Internet Lifestyle Hub. And I still remember the first time I heard Siddharth talking about Freedom Business Model, saying how you can create a business just with a laptop and with a camera at the comfort of your house. I felt this is insane. So if you're someone who's also feeling the same, I want you to know that this works. It has worked for me and it is working for hundreds of people inside the community. And if you're someone today who's looking forward to convert your knowledge into impact, into influence, and of course, income, then this magical place is for you. Thank you so much, Siddharth. You have turned around my life personally and professionally. And for every one of you who's planning to jump in, come on, let's rise and shine together.
Thank you so much, Shruti. And like this, we have many success stories. So what I'm going to do is we have exactly another, how many minutes to go? I'm looking at the timer over here. Only 7 minutes to go. But I have another special gift for all of you who complete the transaction within 15 minutes. Can I give you another super special gift? Type BIO in the chat box on Zoom. I'm going to open up the chats once again. Let's bring it on. I have another special gift, but this is only for the people who complete this payment within the next 7 minutes, okay? After 7 minutes, I'm going to tell my team that any payment, if first of all, the payment is going to increase, and in case it does come, you will not be able to get this special gift. The special gift is I'm going to send you a signed copy of one of my best-selling books called I Can Coach, with the stories of transformation, and I'm going to be giving that to you, to every single person who will be making the payment within 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, the price is going to increase, and please apply the special discount code, and this is what it is. I'm just going to share the QR code once again, and now I'm going to be playing a video of our 1 crore champion award. My intention is to see every single one of you receive the 1 crore champion award within the next 1 to 3 years, and for that, watch this. I'm going to just play this video, and in the meantime, while you're watching this video, quickly complete the transaction. If you have any payment issues or anything else, I'll give you an alternate payment link later towards the end once the timer hits 0. But now is decision time. All of you just click on this link, make the decision, jump in on board, and start learning today itself, and watch this video. Do you want to elevate yourself and be recognized in one of the most prestigious platforms in the training and coaching industry? The Internet Lifestyle Hub 1 Crore Champion Award is designed to celebrate the success of the top achievers in this industry. This is not just about earning 1 crore rupees in a knowledge business. It's about who you become in the process of making your first crore. Earning multiple crores in this business requires courage, consistency, and commitment to your craft. You need to build a world-class product, master the game of traffic and conversions, and build loyal communities.
My journey to 1 crore champion, I would say it has been so thrilling. It was like a roller coaster. It has been like a roller coaster. From the time I launched my first workshop, it took me 18 months to become a 1 crore champion.
Everyone should come to the 1 crore champion because it's going to transform your own life. Secondly, it's going to transform the life of your entire family. And thirdly, is you are going to impact so many people that money will become a byproduct and you will just work on serving your community.
Fortune is in doing fundamentals consistently for a longer period of time, and that's what ILH is all about. And I personally believe that is what most of the people like. Okay, being strong in the fundamentals and being consistent, and that's what Sids has. Sids always mentions that that's what gives him results, and that's what, since I have been following, is trying. Is giving all the results that I'm getting right.
I became 1 crore champion in about 11 months after I started my Fashionpreneur Club, and it's been an amazing journey. As Siddharth always says, small tweaks create big results. I started looking very closely to what are the small things that I can change, and started getting bigger results out of that.
कि ILH का मेंबर बनने के बाद, आज क्रोर चैंपियन बनने के बाद, I feel good inside my skin. मैं एक बेहतर इंसान बन चुका हूँ और मेरी ज़िंदगी का हर एक एस्पेक्ट इससे प्रभावित हुआ है, चाहे वो मेरा रिलेशन हो मेरे माँ बाप के साथ, मेरी वाइफ के साथ, मेरी बच्ची के साथ, मेरे बाकी के जो बिजनेसेस हैं उनमें मैं प्रोग्रेस और प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी की राइज देख रहा हूँ। मेरे अंदर में एक प्रकार की संतुष्टि देखता हूँ, एक प्रकार की शांति महसूस करता हूँ, और जब इस प्रोसेस की वजह से लोगों की लाइफ में होते हुए चेंजेस को ऑब्जर्व करता हूँ तो ये एक अलग प्रकार का सुख देता है।
as I went from nothing, from starting zero in lockdown to over once year, I realized that the more I make it easy. So I always was like, okay, what is the next pain of my customer that I can solve? And how I can make it easy and easy. And that's what even SIDS has done through Island. If you have systems, if you're automating, even with a small team, you can have your 100 crore business. That's the second most important learning that I have had.
I've started with the mindset of abundance, started with my main course free of cost. People come for me for desserts, right? So the one thing that has changed is money is just a number. The way you serve, what you serve, and the results your students get is in my priority.
Showing up every single day, following the system, doing the webinars, even when you have 5 people, 10 people, 2 people, whether you have 0 sales or you have 10 sales, you need to just keep going. It's been 2 years now that I've become a Crore champion, and it feels so amazing, and the sense of fulfillment and the belief that I can do it, and I know it for a fact that you can do it too.
Do you think you have what it takes to achieve over 1 crore in a knowledge business and receive the coveted 1 crore champion award from the world's #1 community for experts? Take the next step to reach farther and higher than you ever dreamt of. Join our community, take action, and become a 1 crore champion. Awesome. We only have another 43 seconds to go, and once the timer hits 0, we will be increasing the price to 9999. Those of you who have completed the payment and if you have come in, just type "I'm in" the chat box so that I know that you're in. I'm going to ask my team to also to type your names in case your payments have come in, and if I don't acknowledge your name, don't worry, my team will actually do that. But let me call out a few names. I'm just going to shout out a few names. Let me now just open up my screen. And now for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you an orientation. I'll be telling you exactly what to do, how do you access the trainings. I'll be showing you a demo of my social network. I'll be giving you a demonstration of all the different courses and what all is there inside the courses. And as I promised, I'm also going to give you those ChatGPT, that link, what you created, the link, the niche tool link and the ChatGPT prompts, everything. I'm going to give you that. But for that, I need another 10 to 15 minutes of your time, okay? So I want to congratulate these few people who have come in. So Lakshmi, congratulations. Anindya, your payment has come through. Savita, your payment has come through. Saumi Basu, welcome on board. Anil Kumar Saini, welcome to the community. You made the best decision of your life. Looking forward to serving you and supporting you. Irfan Khan, great to have you on board. Okay, and I'll just give the link again. So I'm just going to keep the link open just for a few more seconds. Those of you who are not able to complete the payment, just make the payment right now as I'm doing the demo also, so that you don't miss out on this opportunity. And I want to also send the gift to every single one. Now, if anybody here had a payment issue, just type PI in the chat box if you had a payment issue. Anybody had a payment issue like OTP is not coming, or if you had some kind of your payment is not going through, or some your bank details. Okay, got it. So if you have a payment issue, just send an email to our team. Okay, just send an email to connect@internetlifestylehub.com. Quickly, just send an email to our team saying that I need an alternate payment link. I want to make the payment immediately, and I want to grab this offer. Just mention that. So my team will give you another payment link, whether you want to pay through Razorpay or we have other alternate payment options that are there. Okay. So I also want to congratulate Vinod Kumar. Your payment has come through successfully. Welcome on board. I want to welcome Suresh. Great to have you in the community. Best decision made. I want to welcome Reena. Honored to have you in the tribe and looking forward to serving you and supporting you at the next level. I want to welcome Archit. Even your payment has come through. Great to have you on board. I want to welcome Mahesh. Mahesh Solanki, welcome on board. I want to welcome Bipin. Your payment has come through successfully. I want to welcome Sunil. Good to have you on board. I want to welcome Dayanand. Your payment has come through. Great to have you in the community. Welcome Deepika. Welcome Bhavya. Welcome Dr. Megha. Great to have you in the community. Neha. Good to have you in the community. In case I'm not called out a name, don't worry. My team will actually give you. I'll ask them to type in the chats as and when the payments are coming in. Good. Suresh, I saw that. Superb. So now that all of you have, got this in, if you have, okay, those of you have gotten, congratulations. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give all of you an orientation. Okay, can I give you the orientation? All of you can type yes in the chat box. Okay, type yes in the chat box. Okay, so one of you said that Hema is saying, I tried to add card, but you're not able to make the payment. So Hema, what you do is give your name, your email, your phone number. Don't add card payment. There's an option where you can choose UPI payment. Okay, you can pay through UPI, Google Pay, Phone Pay. You can use those options and make the payment. So just choose that option when you come. And in case any of you are having this challenge where you're not able to add your card details or anything, I'll just send an email to our team and they will send you some steps on how you can get in. Okay, very good. So what I'm going to do is, let's now give all of you an orientation, and I'm going to give you an inside demo in the next 10 minutes of what's there inside. Okay. So yeah, those of you who could not get in, I'm just sharing that link once again. While I'm doing this demo, I'm going to keep the link still open just for some time, so I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. But let's run through the demo right now. So every single one of you who have made the payment, you'll be getting access to a platform that looks like this. Let me share my screen. Okay. Give me a second. Just hold on. Just going to share my screen just a bit. By the way, those of you who have made the payment, are you able to see your login details? Type yes if you can. If you got an email from our side. Yeah, many of you got it. So I'm going to give you an orientation right now of how do you go through this, because my entire course is a very structured format. Okay, so today you will start with Freedom Business Model. This is like the starting course. When you complete Freedom Business Model, this is a 3-day course. So you finish today, tomorrow, and day after. And then on day number 4, complete AI Content Mastery. On day number 5, complete Niche Clarity Blueprints. On day number 6, you complete Curriculum Design Blueprint. On day number 7, complete Freedom Budget Blueprint. So these 5 courses, if you finish it in the same sequence and order, I said, right, in the 7th day, your planning will be all set and all ready. Okay, and then you can go into lead generation, challenge and stuff later, and you have the Freedom Hackathon, funnel building formula, coach blueprint, and all the other recordings. Now, what I would like you to do immediately today itself, okay, because you're here, I would like you to complete, before you go to sleep tonight, complete day 1 content. There's a Freedom 4.0 launch orientation video where I'll give you a detailed orientation on how do you get the best value from the community. Below that, there is a survey you need to complete. I'll be making you download something called the Freedom 4.0 path. Okay, so it's a high resolution PDF where the entire path on what you need to follow right from start to hitting your 100 crores, the entire journey is there. So can I have a commitment from all of you that who have made the payment that you will take a printout of this path later on tomorrow or whenever? Yes, type yes in the chat box. You can take a printout and make it like a tabletop if you want. Or if you want to use it just as a digital format, you can. But if you take a printout, at least you'll know what you need to focus on for this week. And I normally keep this on my table over here. Okay, so you can just go to any digital print shop and give them this high resolution PDF and just make them print out this for you. So you'll be able to see it. That this is the sequence of things that you need to do. Okay, so thank you so much. So day 1, that's today. Just go through this journey, complete this survey. And if any of you need any GST invoice, there's a link over here. Just fill that Google form, and if you have a GST certificate, we'll give you the GST credit and input for that. Then there's a link to register for our inner circle call. There's a link if you want to get WhatsApp notifications, and we'll be sending you a special invite link for our social network. Okay. So today, day 1, you'll be getting launch orientation. You'll be learning how does the Freedom Business Model really work. You can see the number of comments people are sharing over here. A lot of learners going through this. You'll also be able to see there's a self-discovery process to attain freedom, where I'll be making you do some research on this today, where you'll see, people like Ranjita 2 days ago, she's given her detailed list of points on what did she learn from the research that we did. Then there's a tutorial on how to make this as a fail-proof journey. So here's where I'll be giving you the accountability partner system and how you can find an accountability partner in our community, how you can set your goals, and how do you make this, move forward in the best possible way. And then there's a goal setting activity that I'll be making you to do. Okay. So this is a very powerful exercise where once you have gone through this intention and goal setting, you have to submit that on our private social network that we have access. The private social network looks like this. If all of you can see my screen, just type yes in the chat box. Yes. Yeah, Reena, all our live sessions happen on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but all other days of the week you can learn on your own, okay? So this is our private social network, And currently we have like over 19,000 members who are on this platform, and all of these are premium members. Okay, so my request to you here is to first go to the discovery part and read the community guidelines. So we have a community guidelines that you need to read, where we don't want any kind of self-promotion or spamming or anyone sharing links. If anybody does that, they'll be given a warning first. And if they are still spamming and stuff like that, we'll remove them from the network. So it's a very high quality network where there's not a place for self-promotion. It's a place where you can add value, you can get help, you can get support, and you'll be able to get all of your answers also in our support forums. So under members, you will see that there are all kinds of members in our community. You'll be able to find, 3D design experts. You'll be able to, like, these are all people who are in our community, or all paid members in our community, who have got the Freedom 4.0 bundle as a silver member, and they've started the journey. Accounts teachers, we have admission counselors. So if any of you here have not yet gotten, just click on the link, jump in on board, because you will be a part of the world's largest community for experts, coaches, and trainers, and you'll have all the support over here. Okay, affiliate marketers, agripreneurs, we have analytics career coaches, we have architects, so many of them who are going through the journey with us, artists, we have astrologers, author coaches. So you can name the topic and you have so many different kind of experts in our community. So when you become a part of the social network, when you are, you can get all the updates. You can make posts on the feed over here. We have an accountability partner system. So today itself, when you go through my videos, I'll tell you exactly what to do. So for example, 4 minutes ago, Vinita made this post. Hi, ILH family. She posted this 2 days ago. Okay, I'm an old member of ILH. I want to restart my journey. I'm looking for an accountability partner. I'm into personal empowerment coach, and I'm based in Mumbai, looking for a partner. So then Dr. Hema Gupta replied back, hi, Dr. Vinita, this is Dr. Hema. I joined a few months back, but I'm not very active. Would like to connect with you. So both of them are connecting, and now they are becoming a partner, accountability partner. So we have an amazing group of people where you are not alone on this journey. Okay, so many people, they find their accountability partner, and they are able to help each other, and they're able to move forward. Is this awesome? All of you just type awesome in the chat box. I'll open up the chats now. Yeah, awesome. So one is accountability partner. Then when you go to Faces of Change, you'll be able to see all of the latest success stories in our community. Every week we have success stories. Like Devendra, he just got his I Can Coach t-shirt and he posted this. Then we had, Uthan said, I'm deeply grateful for all the community support. And he's given some of his updates on what has helped, he has helped him grow. Then, Kirti shares her t-shirt. She chose this t-shirt and she's come. Krisha, she's also sharing her I Can Coach t-shirt. We have a lot of people who are sharing their updates. One of our members, she achieves 50 under 50 award, Manchal Emotional Freedom Techniques coach. So all of our members share their success stories. Okay, this is one of my old interviews I did with Sriram. Then one of our members, his name is Rohit. I already shared. He went from 0 to 4 crores within 2 years. And their journey is there on this. I keep sharing that over here. Then you can also find other success stories for the Hall of Fame award application process. Then we had one of our experts, her name is Harpreet and Abhishek. Tarot card reading, they went from 30 lakhs in debt to 3 crores in revenue following the Freedom Business Model system. Okay, so yeah, those of you who did not jump in on board, and I'll confirm the payment. I'll ask my team to confirm the payment. And then we have a place where if you learn any lessons that you've learned, you'll be able to share your lessons learned over here, and you'll be able to see all of the updates over here. Okay. Besides this, we have support forums. Can all of you see there's something here called forums? Just type yes in the chat box. Can you see the forums? So in case you are not sure about your niche clarity, you can add your question over here, and we have many moderators who will be answering your questions. Okay. If you want to know a little bit about, say, tech and gadgets, you can ask your questions on tech and gadgets. Somebody is asking, I was using this particular tool, how can I transfer? Or can anyone help me? How can I mark attendance on Polestar? Okay. Then we have many things like, I want to buy a microphone for Zoom. Which microphone is good? Please recommend a microphone in the right budget. And then many people are giving different kinds of suggestions over here. So any answer you want for any question that is keeping you stuck, post it in the forums, and we have many people who will be answering questions because you have so many thousands of members in this platform. Okay, so it's a forum where you will never be lost. In the sense, you'll get clarity on any question that you want. Okay, and we have Nina Punjabi, who's our community manager. Anytime you're stuck, you can always message her. You'll be able to see she's our community manager in ILH. And anytime you want to get any help from her, You can message her privately, and she's our dedicated community manager for all of our members, that she's there to support you. Okay. And then we have an event feed. So we have different kinds of events happening right through the year. Okay, so once you've made the payment, you become a lifetime member in the community. You have 365 days of different things that are happening. So my next inner circle call, my next hackathon, all the missions that are going to be there, Thursday call, all of the invites will be mentioned over here, and you'll be able to access all of the call recordings. And every Friday at 11 a.m., we do new member orientations. So now that you're coming in as a new member, we'll be having a live meeting where every Friday it happens. If you're a new member, you'll have a live meeting format. You can connect with my community manager, ask questions, get the support, get clarity to move forward. Okay? Is that awesome? Type awesome again in the chat box. So the support system is so strong that you will never be getting lost in this journey. Okay? And every Friday we do 11 a.m. new member orientation. Every Thursday I do my weekly calls where I do the Q&A session. Every Tuesday we do hackathon where I'll help you build your skills on those Tuesdays. And that's a game that we play. In case you miss out on the hackathon, if you miss out, the recordings are always there. In case you do not become a finisher in the hackathon, you can always come back next hackathon and you can play. So like this, I've made this into a very fun and engaging community. And my only recommendation for all of you is, can you please fully commit yourself for the next 90 days to this process? Type yes in the chat box. Yeah. Don't need to watch Netflix and YouTube and buy all endless courses. For the next 90 days, I want you to fully focus on this process and make sure that you're there in this particular system. Okay? Yes, and Reena, all of you will get reminders for this webinar. So when you go into our system over here, let's say you want to attend a new member orientation, just go over here and just mark that you're going, and then going only for this event, and you'll get an automatic reminder that you're going to be going for that particular event. Okay? So all the reminders you can set in the system itself, and it becomes very easy for you to stay tuned on all the activities. Okay? So that is one. Another thing I want to also mention is in order for you to get the best value from this community is three things. Please watch all my videos 100%, meaning don't skip any videos. 2 is attend all my sessions live. And 3, take action every day. Even if it's a small action, take that baby step every day. Like based on all the templates and the spreadsheets and everything that I'm going to be giving you, just complete the assignment on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so can you please do that? Type yes in the chat box. Yeah, thank you so much. And what I would like all of you to do is go to your Google Play Store or go to the Apple Store, and you'll be able to see and download the app. So if you're on an Apple device, please download the Internet Lifestyle Hub app and log in right now itself with the registered mobile number or your email ID, and you can access everything on the dedicated app. If you're on Android device, go to the Google Play Store and you have the Internet Lifestyle Hub application. Just see if you can download it right away itself. Okay, and once you have the application downloaded, we have our own feed over here. Okay, so this is slightly different from the society. Okay, society.internetlifestylehub.com is where we have all of our community members interacting there. But this feed, once you have the mobile application on your phone and once you have logged into learn.internetlifestylehub.com, this is where I share updates from my side, and we have a point system over here. Okay, so let's say now this week we have Vedika who scored 5,000 points, Devendra who scored 1,500 points. Now, how do these points happen? These points are related to your participation on your learning part. So let's say if you complete a course, you get 100 points. If you complete a course only 10%, you get 10 points. If you comment below any of my posts, this is only a feed where me as an admin, I only post over here. So every time we finish a session, we do takeaways. For example, we had a session 2 days ago with our top quantum members. Then we had a session, a new member orientation session. And then I did a session in our weekly Thursday inner circle call 3 days ago. And look at this, 474 comments. People actually shared all of their comments and they shared all of their learnings. So every time you make a comment on our platform, it adds points. You get 5 points for commenting and you get 2 points for liking every post. And that's how people gain these points. And every week I choose 5 winners who will get a 1,000 rupee voucher from me, who are the top 5 winners for the week. Now, how many of you would like to win more points? Type me with a lot of exclamation marks. Yeah. So the more you participate and the more you log into the app every single day, and the more you're in this zone learning, all these points will add up and you'll be able to see it on the dashboard. Okay. and then I give away vouchers. Now these vouchers can be used on our merchandise. We have our own independent merch store. Okay, some of you may not know this, but we have our merch store where we have all kinds of goodies. Okay, we give away T-shirts, mugs, and caps, and everything else. People can buy directly if they want. But every week I choose 5 people who will win a 1,000 rupee voucher where they can buy whatever they want. We have a board game, we have journals, we have bags and caps. So we have built our own merchandise line for this. So if you want to win merch as a gift from my side, participate in all the sessions and make sure you gain those points. Okay. So besides that, I just want to say that the orientation, I think I've given you clarity. I think everything is covered. You can actually get learning from today itself and all the courses. Okay. Now let me acknowledge a few more people have made the payment. I want to welcome Diana. The payment has come through. Now anybody else here has any question pertaining to making the decision to get in on board? Any question? Just ask me the question. I'll answer or I'll ask my team to answer it. Okay. And those of you who could not get in, click on this link, because once I close this webinar, you click on that same link, the price is going to increase to 9,999. I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. Okay. Now I'm going to give you the resources that I said I'll give you. Okay. Can I give you those resources? Type BIO in the chat box. So let's give you the resources. The ChatGPT tool, anyway, those of you who have made the payment, you will be able to access the tools and everything else inside the community. But those of you who are not able to make the payment, I want you to make the decision right now. Okay? Because decisions change your destiny. Make the decision now and make the decision right later. Because the fastest way to grow is to know where the market is going and get there first. And this is the best way for you to grow. Now you can learn on your mobile phone, you can learn on your laptop, you have a supportive community. This is the right place, right time. I hope I've been able to give you the right clarity to be a part of the best community in the world. So those of you who could not get in, jump in right now. So to get in the special resources, this is the link. If you go to sids.co/resources or just scan this, I'm just going to keep this screen up only for the next 1 or 2 minutes. When you scan this, you'll go to a Google PDF file, and in this PDF file, you'll be able to get the link to the AI tool that I just shared with all of you to find a niche, and you'll get the link to all the ChatGPT prompts that you can use to start, building your initial base of your community. So all of this is there in one PDF file that you can get access to. Okay. So as promised, I want to give this right at the end of this webinar. Okay. And yes, I just want to reiterate that I hope this was time well spent. If this was time well spent, type TWS in the chat box. Time well spent. And before you leave, every single one of you, I would like you to also join my YouTube channel. Okay. Just go to YouTube, search for Siddharth Rajshekhar, and I'll just give you the link to my YouTube channel also. And I have lot of case studies. Once those of you who could not get in for whatever reason, right? I just want to say that I'm always there to serve you and support you. Even on my YouTube channel, I've got a lot of tutorials and videos, and you can see a lot of success stories, a lot of case studies, and I've shot a lot of tutorials, okay, on how I scaled my business, and there's a lot of free video content that you can actually go through to make sure that you are able to get up to speed, okay? So subscribe to my YouTube channel and also subscribe to my Telegram channel. I have a Telegram channel where I share latest updates on my latest podcasts and videos. So it's sis.co/flash if you want like flash updates and so on. Okay. So Savita, whatever you're paid for is a lifetime access. All of you who have paid now 7,999, it's a lifetime access into the community. Okay. Excellent. But the 3 month is only the challenge. And if you don't complete the challenge, you can always do it the next time. So it's a lifetime access. You can do it how many more times that you want. Okay. So thank you so much. So I'm just going to give the final boarding call. This is the link. Click on this link, jump in on board. And those of you who could not make the payment for whatever reason, just subscribe to my YouTube channel and get all the information that you want. Whenever you feel it's the right time, you can always come back. Okay. So as a final boarding call, I just want to tell all of you that this link will be open only for a few more minutes. And when you click on that same link, it's going to increase to 9,999. So make sure that you jump in on board. Okay. With that being said, I hope I was able to give you clarity on how to launch a knowledge business. Type yes in the chat box. I hope I was able to inspire you to now lead, teach, and inspire. I hope I was able to give you the bigger game plan that it is possible. You can coach. It is possible for you to achieve whatever that you want. Yes, because we are all on the same journey together. I'm just a few years ahead, but all of us we're all on the same journey of taking our knowledge and inspiring others with them. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play a video at the end, and while the video is still playing, this is just about Internet Lifestyle Hub. While the video is playing, I'm going to keep the link open, and as soon as the video gets over, we'll be closing this particular call, and even the link price will increase to 9999. Okay, so this is the final boarding call, and learn more about what our community is all about. People don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care. That is the core of this community. We are a community of lifelong learners on a mission to redefine the education and employment system and to live a lifestyle of freedom.
IELTS in one word, instead of Internet Lifestyle Hub, I can just say that it's like internet lifestyle habits. These habits actually make you or break you as a person. So that H for habits is something that's created after being in IELTS.
I love the people here. I love the support. I love what each one of them brings to the table. And the best part is you're not just learning from Siddharth, you're learning from all of those people right there, and I think that is what makes a difference. I haven't just grown here by myself, I've grown here by reaching out to all the community members around. Truly, truly grateful for that. I'm always short of words when I have to explain about IELTS. It's my extended family. You ask anybody, any IELTSian is going to say the same thing. So I've grown immensely, and I'm glad that I'm a part of IELTS because of which and because of all the amazing people here, their energies, their frequency. I am what I am today. It has changed my life.
The only way to uplift our society is to create more teachers and leaders. This is the only business model where you can impact more people, make more money, and have more freedom. Welcome to a new school for the new world. We are creating a new leadership for the new world.